Mm. Okay, and you got introduced to G Unit how? Was it through Buck?
Yes, I was in Atlanta, Georgia, fucking around. Guess they call it trapping now. Trapping, and I ran across Young Buck because we knew some of the same people. And yeah, that's my introduction to the G Unit situation in a nutshell.
Okay. Now, I always got the feeling that when you started fucking with G Unit, that was kind of like in response to the game leaving G Unit. Like it just kind of felt like they was doing like a G Unit West thing, and they're like, "Oh, games of blood. Let's go with this dude, a Crip." Like, was that? Am I right feeling that way? Like, is that what you felt from it?
I'm sure those elements had to play a part. There was some conversation about displeasure with game at that time with 50, but
right.
if folks could think back long enough, it was a coexisting situation initially. It wasn't like a replacement.
Right.
Actually came along before Game even dropped the album on G Unit. So I know how you can't help but get that perception because there's so many opposites to Crip and Blood. We both from the West Coast, and then we ended up beefing, so it seems that way. But I would like to clear the air because I often hear the misconception that 50 told me to get that game and jump in. 50 advised me over and over again not to get involved in that shit. The actual dynamic was me and my homies was out here banging G Unit, and he was banging G Unit. And as much as I tried to take, he used to do a lot of diss songs where he would diss them and then say something positive toward me. And he was making a real effort to leave me out of it. But when me and my niggas is getting G Unit tattoos and we occupying the same county, it's kind of hard to just overlook all the gestures.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was kind of hard. It was just an organic situation that just took place.
Right.
50 advised me over and over again not to get in it.
Right, especially when y'all from the town too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
50 of them not from there. Y'all there, so like they can go home, they can go wherever, but y'all still got to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So sometimes it be deeper than what people be thinking. I always looked at it like, you know what I'm saying? I thought 50 was gonna push you because he didn't have nobody from the West Coast at the time, and I felt like he was like, shit, I at least gotta have somebody official with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Everybody was looking forward to everything that could have been done with G Unit at that time.
Sometimes you think you want the official, and then till you get something that's too official, you gotta be careful what you wish for.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I always fucked with you, man. And when I heard that Beautiful record, I was like, oh man, this is gonna blow up, like. Because it was a great song. It was catchy.
Yeah, she was tough.
The chorus was nice. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, because I was sitting around waiting for you. You know what I mean? Because the way 50 usually did things was he put out one at a time. You do the little group album, put out his album, and you would push each artist individually, one at a time. And I was sitting around waiting for you, man. And I heard that record. I'm like, man, that's going to blow up. So what are the politics of the situation, man? Like, why didn't your album come, man?
Well, it's somewhat of a mystery to myself. I was told very, basically like in 06 that by Curtis himself that my album was completed. 1699 is how he termed it, ready for the show. He had the same response to the Beautiful campaign as you just did. He called me and let me know that he was quite impressed. He had a whole marketing campaign that he had suggested that he was going to put behind the record. He never followed through. I don't exactly know why, but I do know this. If you look at the sum of the G Unit records that experienced any success, he had direct participation in them all. If he wasn't performing on them, he claimed writers on it. He serviced them to radio. There was a budget behind the video. But Beautiful, he had zero input whatsoever. So it was a record that I created, I produced. I shot the video that he offered up to me. His opinion was it looked like we spent $250,000 on the video. So as to why it never manifests, I cannot. It's a mystery to me as well.
Oh wow!
But I know without being boastful at all, just looking at the facts and the track record, I was the most productive artist he ever signed when you consider the fact that not only did I create and sustain the Beautiful campaign without any assistance from him or the label, I also landed roles on CBS, which is the biggest network television-wise in the world, alongside a direct cross from Michael B. Jordan himself. Also on Numbers with Wood Harris. The lady's name leaves my mind, but the lead actor on Weeds, I exchanged lines with her. These are the type of things I was doing to build my likeness in order to support the label's effort and maximizing my experience. So I don't understand why I didn't get them to kick into gear myself either.